sniper.
Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu and I bring you guys this game in the JoinDota League. This is JoinDota League number 5. This is actually the playoffs. I just learned that. So it's actually a third game in this whole entire series. I did not know that. But if you guys are watching this whole entire series, then you guys should know that one team won something and the other team won something else. So we're in the third game because of that. So congratulations, math. We get to see ourselves a full set. Heck yeah. And also thank you to the person who's watching my Twitch live stream. Excuse me, thank you to everybody who's watching, or to the person who's watching my Twitch live stream who told me I was using the wrong mic setting. So everybody who's watching Dota TV, you should be able to hear the beautiful voice of me in better quality. Even though I gotta say, I gotta give credit where credit's due. I had like my mic default setting on a different mic, like a webcam mic that was away from my desk. It was like legit 7 feet away, and it was picking me up that well. So that's a really good mic. All that said and done, I have my actual mic in front of me, so we're gonna go ahead and use this one, and let's go start talking about the game, because you guys don't care about boring things. If you guys haven't checked out the last 2 games, go check them out. They were awesome. One team won the other team won the other. I'm not gonna spoil which one won which, but if you watch one, you'll know who won the other, obviously. But all I gotta say is Leviathan showing that they had the gall to actually fight back. It's gonna be really nice to see how this game decides to go for them. We also have ourselves a very interesting game coming forward because we got a sniper finally in the game, which we haven't seen in pretty much ever in this whole entire thing because nobody really picked sniper. Nobody let sniper get through. So this is basically gonna be the first time that we get to see sniper played, and it's gonna be really interesting, really fun to see. Speaking of fun and interesting, let me pause that. Slow me down. There we go. Sorry, my internet started getting choppy because I was watching live stream. But yeah. Good point.
Remaining.
Yeah, somebody's made a suggestion. Let me turn my outbound sound up.
Dire team ban.
Actually, no, I don't know if I can. I can turn my receive volume up. Oh, there you go. Microphone volume. Sorry. Everybody who's watching Dota TV, you should be able to hear better sounds. Again, because CulBlu forgot to turn it all the way up. Turn it up to 11. Alright, so talking about the bands that we see ourselves a Troll Warlord, we see ourselves a Storm Spirit, and a Clockwork band on side of Boreal Esports. On side of Leviathan, we see the Lion band, Visual Spirit band, Ancient Apparition, and Earthshaker. So far, as far as patterns that we've seen both teams, do their due diligence with Lion, and pretty much any team that had Lion pretty much lost, which is actually interesting to call out as far as a stat. But I guess it's technically a stat. That's something that happened between these 2 games we're watching. And as far as the last thing with the Batrider and Queen of Pain, Boreal Esports picked up the Batrider last time around. They did really well with it, so I think it's something that they should go back to, which is what they're doing. It's gonna be nice to help them get in there and get into the sniper and just have them, just wreck face with stuff. But there is a Chin on the other side of Leviathan, and Chin can cause quite a few issues. So Chin can cause quite a few issues. Chin can basically be the one who will go in there and just basically throw out a net and just be annoying as all get out to Batrider whenever he tries to go in and do things. Queen of Pain is also in the game too. She can basically explode somebody like a sniper if she can get close enough to actually do her damage. So that is a thing. Testing. Okay, cool. So that is a thing. And also, don't forget the simple fact that between Queen of Pain and Batrider, they're going to be able to put a lot of pressure, or exert a lot of pressure eventually on Leviathan. And Leviathan are kind of already on the timeline. There is a Chin on their side. Generally speaking, people like Chin and Enchantress, junglers like that, who have like familiars that want you to like run through and do things, they usually want to run through and do things early on because that's when their most power is. That's when they're most relevant. So I'm assuming that we're going to see some very, very aggressive plays coming out from Leviathan early on. Keep in mind that there is a sniper. Sniper Earthshaker, I've seen it before, I do really well. Sniper Chin, not as impactful I think as Sniper Earthshaker. But at the very least, Sniper can have a little bit more chase time because Chin can probably get a Dark Troll and just throw a net on top of somebody and hold him down for a few seconds. Also, all things considered, there's a Rubik once again on Leviathan's side. And I think in their very first game that they played, they had a Chin Rubik on their side, and they did really well with it. So it worked out really well for them. I was complaining the whole entire time because I was like, oh, there's no big spells for Rubik to steal, but it didn't matter. They still did a really good job in playing in that game. So I guess it really doesn't matter if there's no big ult for Rubik still. And I guess technically speaking, Queen of Pain's ult is a big enough spell still. Moving on to the other bands, Clockwork, Storm Spirit, and specifically Clockwork Storm Spirit. There's somebody who can actually really get in there and just be really annoying. I thought that maybe we'll see them picked up by Boreal Esports for the sniper, but it does kind of force them to a little box. Almost actually physically, not physically, yeah, figuratively, literally, yeah, almost literally for Clockwork. He can basically all he can do is rappel in and just go against sniper and probably get wrecked. So Having them ban out Sniper is going to be nice because having them ban out Clockwork is nice because Clockwork breaks up team fights in a very awkward way. Kind of puts like this big gigantic piece of crap in the middle of the fight, and your Queen of Pain and your Bat Rider trying to like, you know, blink around and like, you know, lasso and force staff forward. And yeah, Clockwork's power cogs is playing ping pong with their faces. So having him banned out is actually nice for not disrupting the team fights. Speaking of disrupting team fights, I'm not sure if we're going to see a Disruptor again because I thought he did really well. I would love to see a Disruptor get picked up on the side of Boreal Esports side again. But I think Disruptor was a key factor in the fights. All that said and done though, Disruptor's not going to stop Sniper from shooting, so I guess it might not be as great as it sounds. And also Boreal do ban out the Viper, which is interesting. It seems that they're trying to ban out somebody who would be that tanky frontliner, tanky with air quotes, frontliner. But instead they let Centaur go through, who is actually just the definition of a tanky frontliner. So he's going to have a lot of fun doing things, pretty much whatever the heck he wants. And the initiation power coming out from the side of Leviathan is actually going to be really strong. Basically because Centaur Warrior can drop that ult and Chen can get whatever creep he wants in there, drop a stun, do his thing, and then have a whole bunch of fun. Rubik will also be able to benefit a lot from the extra mobility, just stampede and telekinesis and do a whole bunch of things. Speaking of doing a whole bunch of things, we got a Slark getting picked up on Boreal Esports. As far as somebody who can get in there and do some damage to Sniper, I think Slark is one of the few, or one of the better people to do it. Not necessarily one of the best people at doing it. Pretty much nobody's really the best at doing it versus Sniper. Doing it, Sniper versus. Pretty much nobody's really that great at you know, going toe to toe with Sniper. If Sniper can have the range advantage initially and then start doing his damage as you get closer, but at the very least, Slark can still, you know, be very slippery, slarky, and he can probably pounce and close that gap really fast. He also has his ult which allows him to run away or run towards Sniper and actually get a few free pop shots. Although all that said and done, I've seen many times where Slark got picked up. It's like, oh my gosh, his Shadow Dance is going to do a whole bunch of work for Sniper, and Sniper throws like 5 shrapnels, and Slark dies because shrapnel damage. So he does have to be careful about that. And meanwhile, we got on the side of Boreal, we got a Zeus picked up, which is nice. I'm assuming a Zeus for support. Support Zeus is always nice because you can basically get some free dewarding going on. You can also get yourself into some really nice situations where Zeus can jump like you know maybe 1 or 2 nukes and set up the Queen of Pain or the Slark for actually picking up the final part of the kill, or vice versa. So Zeus can get all of his damage just as long as he gets to levels, and also as long as he has a mana sustainability to actually do things. Now, moving on from my analysis of Boreal Esports lineup, let's go talk about Leviathan, because right now they got a Sniper, Chen, Rubik, and a Centaur. I'm just a little bit afraid right now. Between Rubik and Centaur, that's gonna be a lot of control. You basically have the Rubik with the telekinesis pulling you into the Centaur stomp, so it basically means that you can't miss a Centaur. Basically, they're literally standing still. So, well, not stand, they're floating. Okay, sorry, they're figuratively standing still because they're literally floating in the air, but they're not going anywhere. That's the point. And moving on to the Chen. As far as Chen goes, Chen can also set up the stuns, or have some stuns set up by the Rubik. If Rubik can get a good telekinesis, then Chen can drop his Centaur stomps or Stadar stomps, and maybe a Dark Troll in that. And Sniper's gonna have a whole bunch of fun running around, doing all kinds of things. So we see the last ban coming up from Boreal Esports was a Luna. Looks like they were a little bit afraid of them having another fallback carry. They do have the space for it. Sniper probably gonna be playing mid. Rubik and gonna be playing support for whoever Leviathan pick up as their carry. And Chen will probably be in the jungle, Centaur in the offlane, of course. So it looks like they had their lanes pretty much clean cut for the side of Leviathan. And on the side of Boreal Esports, they may have a roaming Zeus, although it's not the most advantageous thing. Actually, no, I take it back. Roaming Zeus plus a Sand King is actually going to be very strong. Sand King will get that stun, which will do a nice chunk of damage and also stop you for a whole entire, what, 2.77 seconds, I think. And Zeus can also drop a few lightning bolts to actually do quite a bit of damage. So that between the two of them, they should have enough. Oh, sorry, 2.17, my bad. I'm off by 0.6. Sorry, CulBlu says as he pushes his glasses back up to his face. But yeah. Between the two of them, they should have enough damage to actually pick off pretty much whoever they want. Sniper especially. Sand King's Burst Strike is going to be a huge factor in these fights. And also Sand King going to be really nice in those team fights. Basically dropping the epicenter, dropping the doo-doo-doo in the base. Just dropping the beat and stuff, and just doing a whole bunch of stuff to actually make sure Leviathan have no room to actually have fun. So yeah, so Boreal kind of have a, I don't want to say a flimsy lineup. It's more so execution-based and situational-ish lineup, because they're kind of really relying on Slark, Queen of Pain, and Bat Rider to actually be the main people to do things. And it's going to be a little bit difficult because I think Slark's going to have a lot of trouble in this game. I mean, you have the Centaur ulti, which is going to slow down Slark quite a bit. You also have the stomps and the controls coming out from Rubik, Centaur, and Chen with all the stomps and slows and stuns, and it's really annoying, and the net's really annoying as well. And now you got Alina. to help break things up a little bit. At least for Leviathan side, it basically gives them a really huge damage nuke, and basically Slark has enough HP to survive, you know, maybe half of Lena's ult. So Slark is really going to be very careful about how he manages HP. Lena can just finish him off whenever he wants, because that's what she does. She's really good at finishing people off. No sexual innuendo was used here, I promise. Fucking liar. Alright, moving on to the actual introductions. Let's go and start off on the side of Leviathan. On this Rubik, we see ourselves Flying Zebra Dota playing that Rubik. Moving on to the Chin, we see ourselves the one and only at New Sham Dota. And on this Lena, we see ourselves the one and only at Chibi Dota playing that Lena. And moving on to the Centaur Warrunner. Up top, we got the nice, big, manly, strong with the axe. Jenkins Dota playing that Centaur. And last one is on the Sniper, who's not as tall, but just as very annoying as a dwarf. We have at Shredder Dota. Now, speaking of things that are happening, we got Shrapnel getting used by Sniper, just kind of staving these guys off a little bit. And Zeus actually dropping a nice little lightning bolt, trying to see if he can scout out an observer ward or scout out somebody. Queen of Pain actually might be able to blink in there, but really not able to do much. Telekinesis is available for Rubik. They're trying to go for some level 1 gank shenanigans. Looks like nobody's going to get anything. Top room might be getting invaded here. It looks like Slark can get pounced and try to go for it, but Centaur is going to go for Stomp. And Stomp is going to come through. Centaur going to be able to get that, but looks like he might be getting the picked off kill. Yes, the boundary room will go towards the Centaur, but looks like he might lose his life. Here comes a Burrow Strike, and here comes everything else they needed to actually get the kill. All the body blocks coming out. Looks like Centaur Warrior is can't do anything but just die. And first blood going towards Pizza Dad. Pizza Dad 37. And the Paul's immediately coming up from Zeus. And Zeus needs a second. And that's it. So basically, it's a really straightforward fight. Okay. Anyway. Yes, moves inside of Boreal. Let's go do other introductions while I have time. We see on the Sand King, the honored person of the day. We see Pizza Dad playing that Sand King. He got the first blood, so well played from him and his crew. Moving to the Slark, we see ourselves KVH playing the Slark, so I'm assuming he's playing carry role. I see a Angry Testy playing that Queen of Pain. I think between Angry Testy and KVH they play carries. I thought KVH played mid, but looks like Angry Testy's gonna play mid on that Queen of Pain. Maybe they're versatile like that. Moving on to the Zeus, we see ourselves PQ playing that Zeus, and last one is on this Bat Rider. We see Jeppins playing that Bat though. Speaking of that Bat though, we got a Rubik plus a Sniper. It looks like this trade is not gonna be advantageous towards Rubik. Bat Rider can just walk away. Rubik can just walk away too, but looks like Rubik has no trees next to him, unfortunately. Except for those that are on the wrong side of the river. Anywho, speaking of being on the wrong side of the river, we got ourselves a mid fight of Lena versus Queen of Pain. This is a fight of the frisky ladies, man. These guys, both these ladies are very fiery and very upbeat and ready to go. Lena has the advantageous. Wow. Sorry, wrong word. Has the advantage of having the better range. She also has a crappier damage. Actually, wait, is it not that crappy? What? She has 61 plus 3. Hold on, 61 plus 3 versus Queen of Pain 63 plus 3. Oh, it's slightly crappier. Oh, she has a no talisman. No, she has a no talisman. She has one extra branch. She has no extra branch. Okay, so Lena has a crappier damage. Yeah, okay, I was right. Lena has the advantage of having the crappier damage. There. So this is very slight. It really doesn't matter. I mean, they pretty much built the same exact thing. But the main thing is that Lena should have a decent time getting some last hits, but it's still going to be a little bit harder because she has to time a little bit better. And speaking of timing things a little bit better, Queen of Pain taking some nice harasser damage coming from Lena. That's a very cost-efficient ability to use. Basically, drop a stun, you get yourself a whole entire free, 120? After reduction, it's probably more like 80 damage. And then you get yourself like 1 or 2 right clicks, and that's basically a whole entire 5 seconds worth of harassment coming from a nice little support. Anyway, speaking of nice little support, Rubik actually in a lot of trouble, getting hit with some sticky napalm. He might need help. It looks like Bat Rider going to just force him all the way back. Rubik does take himself a nice little boundary room though, so he's going to get some extra levels, denying Bat Rider that boundary room. And now we got Sand King and Zeus. They are roaming. The roaming duo is real. Sand King can actually run in there with a nice little Burrow Strike, and Zeus can follow up with a nice little nuke damage. They're going to go for a kill on top, up top. Looks like Centaur going to be a little bit too far away. Sand King going to decide against his decision. He fakes the fake. No. And moving down bottom, we got Telekinesis coming on top of Bat Rider. Bat Rider in a little bit of trouble. He has Firefly available, so he's going to try to run to low ground. Bat Rider, oh, he's taking so much damage. The Shrapnel going to be able to kill him right now. Bat Rider getting peeped right now, trying to deny himself to roast, but he is going to be going down. Meanwhile, speaking of going down, we got Centaur up top. He's going to go down as well. Because, top, down, room spinning? Chrome spinning? I don't know. It's like a word to the song. I'm sorry. I tried to be cool, guys. CulBlu tried to be as cool as he thought he was, but he wasn't. Speaking of he wasn't, we got we got Chen rotating mid for the kill. He threw the net. Sadly, Queen of Pain was able to blink out, not enough damage to follow up, and Centaur Conqueror was not able to get there in time to actually help get the kill. So it's very unfortunate, but that chain stun was there. They would have got himself a nice little kill, and Boreal would be officially in a tied situation where pretty much everybody's doing as crappy as everybody else. Speaking of doing as crappy as everybody else, we got a bottle up on Lina, and no bottle just yet on Queen of Pain. Okay, so let's say that we have a bottle on Queen of Pain as well. Cool. Alright, so we got bottles on top of both of the mids, boots on pretty much everybody except for the Centaur, who can't really afford them just yet. And also on top of the Queen of Pain, who can just blink away anyway, and Lina, because she got a bottle first. Okay. We got an Orb of Venom picked up by Slark, so he's looking to get some farm and some harasser damage, so it's going to be really nice versus the Centaur. At the very least, they can slow him down long enough to maybe let Sand King get into position to do things. And meanwhile, mid, we got Lina doing a nice little job of doing what's called training her opponent. Basically what you can do when you're playing games, this is more pertinent in fighting games than it is in Dota, even though it's still relevant in Dota as well. But you can train your opponent, where basically you can pretty much say, okay, whenever my opponent does this thing, I will do this one thing. Whenever my opponent does another thing, I will do this other thing. So basically what Lina's doing is every time Queen of Pain is about to go for a last hit, obviously she drops a stun, which is, you know, a free stun. It costs 100 mana. It's not that bad. She has 6 of those stuns inside of, and she has 6 of those stuns in her mana pool, so she can do that. It's not that expensive, and she has a bottle too, so she has more regen. So basically Queen of Pain is going to think every time she goes for a last hit, okay, Lina's going to stun me, so I got to be a little bit creative for my last hitting. So basically Lina's forcing Queen of Pain to think a little bit more every time she goes for a last hit, and the more you can force your opponent to think, you can just start playing with that mindset. You can start juking them. Like, you can say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and just drop a lightning strike away whenever Queen of Pain last hits, and then Queen of Pain is expecting it, she gets stunned, she feels bad because she, you know, got slapped on the back of the wrist, and she doesn't get her last hit, and you get a deny, and you get a last hit and free damage. Next time Queen of Pain walks up, she goes for a last hit, you say, I'm not going to stun this time. Queen of Pain is very cautious, she does herself like a nice little juke, like she does this thing, and then she goes for a last hit and misses it because she was like being too fancy with her jukes, and she missed her last hit anyway. So, and all you have to do is just, you know, stun her a few times. So it's a really nice way to train your opponent. Like I said, Lina's basically training her opponent, just trying to probably gauge her stun and make sure she's good on that. So really well played coming out from Shibby, not too shabby. Get it? Shabby, Shibby, Shibby, shabby. No? Okay. But it's really nice though, because Queen of Pain has to be very cautious versus Lina, which is usually not expected, because Queen of Pain can technically jump right on top of Lina and just blow her up. But this Lina's basically forcing herself on top of the Queen of Pain. In a very non-sexual way, of course. Said the internet. Alright, move back on top. Top lane's getting pushed. Chin's doing what Chin does best. He's gonna push the crap out of these bases. Look at this thing just going down. Zeus was the one to go down. He's trying to defend, but looks like nobody's gonna defend. I think we saw the situation before, where basically, no, it's the other way around. Boreal had a very nice push going on. They didn't kill tier 2, and they ended up in a bad situation for the rest of the game. Probably not because of that specific situation, but they still ended up in a bad situation overall. So seeing this whole entire thing happen again, Zeus only wanted to defend once more. He actually has Batrota showing up. Batrota has nothing really but just a bunch of gold. He really wants to save up for the Blink Dagger. Looks like the Fortify is going to be forced out. Batrota going to get telekinesis by the Rubik. He might be able to deny in time. Looks like no, his damage is going to get reduced, and Zeus trying to get the last hit. He's actually taking quite a bit of damage. He actually might get ulted by Sniper. Oh, Sniper has ult. Oh my gosh. This might be a kill on top of Zeus. If Sniper can find the vision, looks like no, he does not find the vision. Now Sniper going to be able to get put back to base. And he's going to heal on up. Power chest fully finished up. Well coordinated. Top tower does go down. So Arcane Boots already finished up by New Shaman on that Chen. Having a little bit of fun in the jungle, doing really well for his team. If we look at the gold graph, I'm pretty sure it's way in favor of Leviathan right now. 2k gold, basically the difference of 2 towers. That's the only advantage that they have right now, is just 2 towers. So it's a relatively close game in the farm game. You can see that all the lanes are getting their respective farms. Slark has 43 last hits, which is really nice. Slark has 43 last hits on the dire side, which is really nice for the dire side. But you have Leviathan taking up the next 2 spots with 34 and 33 last hits respectively on both Lina and Sniper. So they're not doing that bad. And also keep in mind, Sniper was involved in a kill, if I'm not mistaken. He actually got a kill. Yeah, Sniper got a kill and got an assist. Whereas Lina, she has no such thing. So it's a bit of a trade-off. I mean, it's really hard to tell who's gonna overall have the full advantage, but right now in this laning stage, I think Boreal are not necessarily able to do much because it's hard to roam with both a Zeus and a Sand King. We have a Chen running around with his creeps. It really sucks because like Chen can just roam in every lane, and Rubik has telekinesis. They can just TP in whatever they want. Such a hard thing to do. Anyway, we got Queen blinking on top of the Lina. Sniper drops his ult, but sadly he cancels it. And well, I thought I used the mana. Anyway, the rune's gonna get picked up. Queen is getting baited out. The Central Ward ulti coming through. She's getting jumped right on. She got shot in the face, and she does go down. Meanwhile, the Courier's getting scouted out. Sadly, nobody has enough damage to follow up. But Sniper's still invisible. He was able to do all that without revealing himself in smoke, and now he reveals himself. A shot in the wind. Sand King doing some stacking. Gonna be able to get himself a nice little kill on top of the creeps. Or a little sandstorm farming, I meant. And oh, somebody finds somebody else. Oh, wow, look at the damage coming from Lina. She drops the ulti just to get the kill. Kill confirmed. That would have been a burrow strike and Sand King would have gotten away, so it's worth it. Anyway, Sniper's going to go ahead and drop his shrapnel on the backside. These guys are pushing as much as they possibly can. Leviathan playing the game the way it should be played. They're doing a nice little bit of pushing, basically taking advantage of the simple fact that Chen can get those really powerful creeps and keep pushing. And we're only 8 minutes in and we've seen 3 towers, or we're only 9 minutes in and we've seen 3 towers die. Basically, a tower has died every 3 minutes. We'll see if they continue the trend. They can rotate up top and try to go for that. Absolutely nobody's defending down bottom, because absolutely nobody's farming down bottom, which is one of the advantages of shoving a lane really hard and just pushing down a whole bunch of towers. But somebody does need to come defend it. That's like free XP that somebody could be having. It looks like instead they're going to go for the straight up push strat. Chin's here with his creeps. Got his army ready. They're going to go ahead and continue the push. Will we see Boreal respond to this? Because I think they're losing a lot of ground way too fast. They're not going to have enough room for their people to get farmed. Like Batward is still working on the Blink Dagger. He actually almost has it too. But he'll have a Blink Dagger. That's really about it. Slark, he has absolutely nothing as far as his items go. Trying to go for a hand of Midas, so he's investing in the late game. Queen of Pain, she's working on herself. Looks to be something coming towards on the Courier. It's going to be a magic wand. That's really about it. That's all she can afford. And Sand King working on some Tranquil Boots and or a Blink Dagger. Probably a Blink Dagger straight up so it can be a little bit more useful. But I'm not sure how much the trade-off is. I mean, there's a lot of gold advantage going the way of Leviathan. And I will keep talking about it because it's still true. But they technically have a 3k gold advantage because they have... Well, actually, I don't know. That's actually kind of close. There's a 2k gold advantage, my bad, going towards Leviathan. 2.5k gold advantage going towards Leviathan. Unfortunately, they've only taken down 4 towers, so that means that Boreal are keeping up in farm, but they're still losing a lot of ground. I do think they need to defend here. Like they can't just continue to let the towers go down for free. Lina has her ulti and her tornado stick available because of all the gold that she was getting. It looks like top tower just will be falling down. No defense coming out for this one. Almost all the outer towers are gone already. It's only been 10 minutes. And Zeus is going to be the only one to defend, try to pull the creeps. So he's going to be able to pull the creeps successfully, kills one of Chin's creeps, and the Fortify does come through. Batrunner has his Blink Dagger available. They do scout him out because of Shrapnel though, so that's very unfortunate. But they're going to go ahead and blink forward with Batrunner here in a second. If he can get to range, looks like no, Queen of Pain goes forward. Nice ulti coming from Centaur, and a beautiful play coming up, beautiful mind game coming up for these guys. And now Batrunner, he needs to blink forward if he wants to kill Rubik. He'll say no, they can't find him in time. Everybody just TPs out and they make it all alive. And Dire loses another tower.
Dire's middle tower.
Oh, I heard Sniper. That's her Sniper's ult. Her Sniper ult. Sniper just ultied somebody. Where's Sniper ult? It's ulti a creep. Oh, he ulti. Okay, he ulti Slark. Right. Yeah, Sniper just ulti Slark just because he can. But guys, Slark has a hand of Midas online. It's okay. Actually, I do not think it's okay. I think I should have been more invested in defense on the side of Boreal's side. We'll have to see how everything pans out from here on out. Batrunner has his Blink Dagger, so they have key items online for Boreal. So they traded towers, they traded space for those big items to make a bigger impact. But I think without that space, you can't really reinforce yourself that fast. So like if somebody gets caught out in the mid lane, like towards the tier 1 tower of the Radiant Squad, then Boreal are going to be in a very bad situation because the closest they can TP to is like, you know, this far. So basically they would have to use their Blink Dagger, blink to like right here, and then waltz on up and try to be all fancy and creative. So I still don't agree with them pretty much foregoing all those towers. And oh, by the way, Sniper's in the game, so Sniper has a lot of farm. If you take a look at the net worth, I'm pretty sure everyone inside Leviathan's at the top right now. Okay, as I say that, it's pretty much a perfect spread. I'm sorry guys, CulBlu clearly doesn't play this game. But it's hilarious to see, like, even though there's a lot of tower going the way of Leviathan, that Boreal is still keeping up as far as the farm goes. Slark has the hand of Midas, and when all the team of Leviathan are pushing, they're doing one thing and not the other. They're doing the pushing thing, but they're not doing the farming thing, which is a very true statement. So even though it's been all the time pushing entire lane with all 5 people, that's 5 people farming one lane as opposed to 4 people, or sorry, as opposed to 2 people just farming one lane. which means it's going to be a little bit more efficient for Boreal overall. Anyway, all this said and done though, Boreal really have to make some big moves before this becomes one of those situations where it becomes worth it. They really need Sand King, Queen of Pain, and also Slark. Sand King, Queen of Pain, and Slark to actually make some big moves so they can actually get some really good kills. They actually might be able to get a pick off. Rubik going to be walking to the jungle right now. I don't know if they see him, but they will be able to scout him out here soon. Looks like the answer is no. They're just waiting for something. Wait for anybody. If Testy, oh no, Angry Testy walks the wrong way. The Sand King's going to go and TP towards mid. And Rubik will be able to keep it alive. Oh man, the timing of this is so horrible. But Queen of Pain, she can probably solo Rubik though. She will find herself a Rubik, gonna go and blink on top of him. Rubik throwing out the build, immediately throws out Queen of Pain right back at her. Queen of Pain throw out the Shadow Strike. Zeus ulti comes through as well. No teamfight really happened. Queen of Pain trying to get Rubik low enough to where her ulti, her pure damage is gonna kill, and she does get the kill on top of Rubik. Meanwhile, mid we got Tornado getting used on top of Zeus, and Zeus gonna take so much damage. The Sand King, beautiful epicenter, but looks like it's not gonna be enough. Throws out the Burrow Strike, but Chin's heal's gonna keep everybody alive. Baron, no lasso available, or he has a lasso available, but it doesn't really matter. He's gonna die before it happens. He is killed by the Chin, and now we got a Slark. He has no mana for his ult. He might be going down. He will be going down. Oh, he had mana for his ult just then, but sadly he got stunned out, and he officially dies. Boreal have lost a lot of space. They've lost pretty much everything right now, and Chin and crew is going to continue with the push. This is going to be the last out of tower. And breaking tier 3, I think they can definitely break tier 3. They have the Centaur Warrior who's actually can tank the front line and just do a whole bunch of stuff. He has a double edge, he has his ulti, or he will have his ulti here eventually. So that will help them at least disengage the fight if they really don't want to be there. Lena's basically working on an Aghanim Scepter, so she'll pretty much be able to one-shot Slark every single time. Because her damage will go up from, what, that to something higher. Jeez. Oh, you're not going to tell me? It's Aghanim Scepter. Yeah, scepter damage is, wow, scepter range is 900 with scepter damage. Oh, okay, Aghanim Scepter just makes a pure damage, okay. Alright, but yeah, scepter damage will be 950 pure damage at max level. She's already level 11, so that means that she already has herself 675 damage, which is pretty much like 3/4 of Slark's HP pool. Anyway, H is going to be going towards Sniper, so it's going to be really annoying. Tree gets killed, so he has to scout out who's coming where. Looks like TV's going to come through. Oh, they're blinking in. They're going to go for the fight, but sadly, Sand King has no epicenter. They're going to go for lasso. Catches one. A lot of damage, a lot of bodies on the floor right now for Leviathan. Sniper going to be the only one to come back, but it doesn't really matter. All he can really do is just stand and throw a shrapnel. So he's going to be the one to go down. They're going to be forced to back away. Boreal catching, even though they lose so many objectives, they're catching these guys off time and time again. They do have the better levels. I'm assuming they have the better levels because they had been more divided farming. So Leviathan are a little bit behind in that aspect, but even still, the gold advantage coming towards Leviathan is actually slipping away from them. And all things considered, guys, I mean, as much as I've been talking about so much space has been lost by Boreal, I did still state that they need to make some big moves for things to happen. I think this is one of the big moves they need to have happen. And Zeus has no more mana. As we watch Zeus fail to kill a thing. There we go. He kills it. Cool. 50 gold to you, Zeus. You deserve it. But yeah, so Boreal do have to make the big moves. They made one big move by catching a nice little roach fight. They caught 3 people for free, basically. Technically 4, because they killed Sniper twice, so really well played on their part. I do think they need maybe 2 or 3 more, or sorry, 1 or 2 more of those, and they'll basically be in a good position. What they're probably aiming to do, or what they need to aim to do, of course, is they need to aim to, of course, win a nice little team fight. Maybe have their main damage dealers, like maybe a Queen of Pain and Slark, I guess, to a certain extent, alive, so they can go and just try to push a tower. Because towers' objectives do win the game. Right now, they are behind in the objectives. Their space to farm is actually relatively limited. Slark has a nice advantage of being able to drop his ult and just basically go away. So that is one thing that he has going for him. Meanwhile, Sand King's down bottom. He can go ahead and farm himself up some chin creeps if he wants to. Looks like he might. And no, he's just waiting for somebody to walk by. So we got a Queen of Pain walking from the front side. They're going to drop the Zeus ult, see who's around where. And they see themselves a nice little illusion for Slark, and Slark's illusion will be disappearing. It goes poof. Alright, moving on to the items. We got Sniper working on a Yasha. I'm assuming he's going for Sanji Yasha. I've seen a lot of snipers go for Sanji Yasha. I do think it's a good item, despite the fact that people say Sniper can probably go for Meta or, you know, not go for Sanj at all. Sanji Yasha gives Sniper some nice attack speed. It also gives him some really nice survivability for what it costs. It's really good. And on top of that, don't forget that Sanji Yasha does have a slow built into it. So basically, Sniper, he attacks faster. He has a nice slow added to his already nice slow coming up from headshot. So you basically just can't run away when you get hit with that greater maim. Which, if anybody doesn't know, the greater maim slows you by 35% for like 4 seconds. It's actually really ridiculous, and it works on range just as well as it works on melee. Was it 4 seconds? Maybe slow. 5 seconds. Wow, it's 5 seconds. Holy crap! But it only slows you by 35%, which is still a lot. Like to put that into perspective, Queen of Pain's Shadow Strike at level 4 slows you by 50%. So basically right now at level 3 or level 2, Sanjayasha's sorry, I'm getting jumbled up. Basically Sanjayasha slows you a little bit better than Queen of Pain's Shadow Strike at level 2. Now keep in mind, Queen of Pain's Shadow Strike at level 2 costs 110 mana and has a 12-second cooldown, whereas a Sanjayasha's Greater Maim has no cooldown. All you have to do is proc it, and you can proc it multiple times all you want, just as long as you get RNGs on your side. So it's actually really good. I'm trying to find somebody else with a slow that's actually quite considerable. Let's move slow 100%. It's too much. Somebody has a slow. Chin has a slow. Chin has a, what was it, 30% slow, or is it 40%? Oh, nobody uses it. 26% slow. Okay, so basically, snipers. Oh man, before we talk about that, we got something happening. We got Slark gonna get blink right on top of Chin. Chin gonna take so much damage. He heals up. Gonna be able to keep himself alive for just a little bit longer since our Warren ulti comes through, but it looks like it doesn't really matter. The kill does go towards Queen of Pain, and now we got Slark in the middle of everything. Gonna be taking quite a bit of damage. Sniper ulti coming through. Looks like he will be getting scattered out. Looks like Slark gonna be able to survive just long enough. Sand King has no blink available. Sadly, he took a little bit of damage because Shrapnel's OP. Please nerf. And now Sand King gonna be forced to run away. He's gonna be able to blink out of here in a few seconds. Look, oh man, he's trying to juke left, juke right. He jukes himself. He jukes the juke and gets zapped by the Lina, who has an Aghanim Scepter, and she also has that low cooldown, and she also has extra damage. Actually, it's a low cooldown. I do not think it lowers cooldown, guys. I think it just goes through magic immunity, and it just does pure damage now. Yeah, it just goes through magic immunity, does pure damage. Cooldown doesn't go down. When you go in levels, of course, it goes down, but that's about it. So yeah, Lina's Lightning Strike Array is basically really good for getting a nice little stun. She also has her ulti, which is really good for, killing people flat out. And now that she has that with an Aghanim Scepter, that's gonna be very painful because it's no longer magic damage, it's now pure damage. Wait, hold on. If I'm not mistaken, Aghanim Scepter changes it to pure. Yeah, it changes the damage type to pure. So now it's not gonna get reduced anymore by any magic resist. So you can get all the magic resist you want. She's still gonna hit you for 950 when she's at level 16. And on top of that, it's basically forcing Slark to actually get some nice survivability items. Like Slark is forced to get a Scotty, which he probably was planning on getting anyway, but he's gonna have to get it sooner rather than later because he doesn't have that much HP. I mean, Slark pretty much dies to one Lina ult, like pretty much one combination of Lina's abilities, he dies. We consider one Laguna Blade, which is basically 950 HP gone. We consider a Lightning Strike Array, which does a whole entire, 240 damage? Which, if we consider armor or magic resistance, it's about maybe 190. Plus a whole entire 320. I didn't realize it's that much. 320 after reduction is probably, let's say 250. Basically equals more HP than Slark has. So yeah, Scotty's definitely necessary. And a BKB will not save him as much as he wants it to. Anyway, speaking as much as he wants it to, Barrett has a 4-staff Blink Dagger, so he's ready to get in there and get some fights. Sniper officially finished up his Sanj and Yasha. His Sanj Yasha is fully finished up. Tornado Stick finished up on top of Lina and Aghanim Scepter, which we just got done talking about. Chin has Mechanism working on the Ags for himself. Queen of Pain Ags is already finished up, so that's gonna be really nice for killing the creep waves and helping the team, kind of maintain the status quo as far as making sure that Leviathan don't get too terribly cocky and kill a lot of things. Meanwhile, we got a Blink Dagger up on Sand King, Blink Dagger up on Slark, Blink Dagger up on Bat Rider. They're ready to go, and the mobility is almost all online. I think the only person missing a Blink Dagger that I'll expect to see have a Blink Dagger will be a Zeus. Although Zeus doesn't need one, it's nice to have one on Zeus so he can actually blink in, drop his lightning bolt, and maybe drop his ult to get an inopportune kill. Kill that you wouldn't otherwise have, or wouldn't have otherwise had. Anyway, Slark gonna be forced to run away. Since our Warren ulti gonna come through, Slark gonna leap into the low ground. Nice little ulti coming out from Zeus, and now here comes Sniper ulti, keeping the vision on top of Slark. Slark not gonna be able to TP out of here. He does give himself a nice little dark pack though. He's gonna continue to run, keep himself alive. Slark ran pretty much from the gates of hell all the way to the gates of heaven. Now Lina, oh my gosh, they're gonna go Lina. No, what are you doing? She's gonna go down. A lot of damage going her way. Tornadoes herself. Chin's heal keeps her alive. But it looks like Queen of Pain ulti says no, not today, bro. And it looks like Shopman's going to go on top of high ground. Sniper looking for a kill. Not going to be able to find anything. At the end of the day, Lina the only one to die. Unfortunately, she decided to go ahead and go for the farm. Got a little bit too close to the sun, and now she's officially in a bad situation. Alright guys, so that was a very scary exchange of events. I thought Slark was dead for sure, but looks like Dark Pact So it looks like Shadow Dance, Dark Pact, and also his pounce are a little bit too strong. He's a very slippery, slimy eel or lizard thing. What is Slark? Is Slark a gecko? Is it like a manicorn? I don't know. Okay, he's something for. Is he a Merlin? A Merlin, I think. Is that what they're called? He's something for the World of Warcraft. It's like a thing of that, like one of those races. I don't know. I didn't play World of Warcraft enough to actually pay attention. I played long enough to get to like the level to where you can get an elk as a druid, but that's as far as I played. So CulBlu knows nothing. CulBlu knows nothing. Moving on back into the game, because we're not playing World of Warcraft, we're playing Dotes, which is totally different because, you know, Dota came before World of Warcraft, CulBlu says as he attracts all the trolls. Moving on back to the game though, we see ourselves a nice little moment right now. Leviathan, they do have the power necessary to actually push into high ground. They have all the space they need to farm as well, but Boreal, they're actually doing a fantastic job keeping their defense up. I would look at the gold graph, and Boreal have actually snatched the gold graph back, and that's actually a hugely dangerous thing because Leviathan got a lot of early towers, Leviathan got a lot of extra space. Unfortunately, they were trying to continue to press their advantage as I think they should, especially when they have a chin on their side. They should try to press as hard as they possibly can, as long as they possibly can. But while they're pressing their advantage, they're spending like, you know, time clumped up as 3, clumped up as 4, pushing into a lane, not really getting anything, maybe get a kill or 2 here or there, maybe get a bounty rune here or there. They're not spending time farming the lanes, and it makes it a little bit safer for Boreal now to farm, because basically whenever the lanes get pushed back, they're basically getting pushed back to the tier 3. Granted, that's technically less farm that Boreal are getting because the creeps aren't really balanced, so Leviathan had to kill like 2 other waves before the wave goes back into Boreal, but then Boreal gets like 2 waves back, so it ends up balancing out at the end. And long story short, Leviathan have the free tower gold already, and Boreal have not claimed that gold. There's basically 5 towers worth of gold, or 5,000 gold worth of towers, assuming that all of them are killed by Boreal, that Boreal can pick up if they really want to. So Boreal, technically speaking, even though they're at a slight disadvantage because they lost a lot of tower or a lot of map control, they technically speaking have a more like a 7 to 8k advantage, which is actually very scary, especially if you're on Leviathan's side. Anyway, Chin gonna pop the ulti, you're gonna go for a fight. Slark, he's gonna be forced to drop his ulti, trying to keep himself alive. Lina and crew are gonna run away. Zeus actually gets zapped, he's getting pulled back into the teeth of the fire. He gets hit with the ulti, sniper ulti falling as well. A lot of damage coming from that. Zeus at the very least able to scout out everything. They see the central ward around the corner though, so they are gonna be able to scout that out, and they're gonna continue to run. It looks like it will be a trade in the other way. A Zeus for all your troubles, which I think is meh. Zeus does not have a blink dagger. Zeus has nothing really relevant. He dropped his ulti before he died, so he pretty much did all he could do anyway. Oh, this might be a big kill. There's gonna be a Sand King all by himself. Sand King actually gets dusted up and dies. Speaking of dusted up and dies, we got Slark down bottom. He actually might want to run away. Scotty's available for him. TP, gonna go and TP out. Roshan getting pinged. They're not gonna go for it. Leviathan just showing you guys how to do it, and you see guys right here, Roshan getting maimed, attack speed and movement speed getting slowed by 32%. It really sucks. I know, by the way, there's headshot, which Sniper has are not maxed out yet. But the ping of Roche, they're saying hey there in Roche, doesn't really matter, they got Roche. And it's the second Roshan going towards Leviathan. This time, not as good of a trade. Boreal are not able to get the nice little free 3 kills that they got last time, or 4 kills that they got last time. The Observer Ward and Central were placed in time to actually scout them out, so nice little placement count for Leviathan, nice forward thinking. They also see the Zeus is actually trying to do some dewarding, and Zeus backs away. He does not want any part of that. He knows that people are around the corner, and Centaur has a blink dagger, so that would have been a dead Zeus. Oh, Lina has a blink dagger now too. So basically, if Lina sees Zeus, Lina can just blink in and kill Zeus. Or she can just blink in and kill Sand King. Oh, Sand King. Oh. Oh my gosh, that scared the crap out of me. Pizza Dad, don't do that to me, bro. He blocked out just in time. 4 staff coming up on Sand King though, that's gonna be a nice item. BKB coming up on Queen of Pain, that's gonna be nice versus all the other abilities. And now we got pings coming up. Oh, what's that? Just a generic Centaur ult? That was awkward. No, it looks like, oh, they're gonna go for Slark. Oh, Slark able to get out of there. That was a very random and generic Centaur ult. Like, I'm not sure what the ulti was about. Maybe he misclicked? He's only on a 75-second cooldown. It's not that bad, but still, kind of awkward. Alright, so Slark gonna go ahead and come forward. No Basher available, so he's not gonna be able to see anything. He does see the TP coming out though, and he also sees a Centaur Warrior running away. And they're gonna go ahead and back away. They're gonna go ahead and try to de-ward while they have the space advantage. And sniper ult, I hear it, I hear it. Catches the Batrider.
Tower is not safe.
Oh, speaking of catching the Batrider might be able to give himself a lasso. Probably not. You don't want to pull the Centaur in. Centaur ulti's up in 16 seconds, and also he can just say, "Oh, cool, you're all surrounding me. Let me drop a stomp." There's not really many follow-up stuns coming out for Boreal. I mean, there's the Sand King stun. That's really about it. That's the only. Actually, it's the only other stun they have. They have lasso and they have Sand King Burrow Strike, which is a really nice stun, granted, but still, it's not that much. Speaking of not being that much, we got Chen and his creeps gonna go and push up top. Not a whole lot going on for him, just some creeps pushing up top. Barrett gonna go throw out the sticky napalm. Zeus trying to get the damage on top of all the creeps as well. Sniper ulti, no, I see it, not yet. Queen Pain gonna drop the ulti as well just to clear all the creeps, because they're annoying as crap. And here comes the second wave of creeps. Queen Pain sadly has no ulti for 35 seconds. Tornado's still doing his due diligence as far as slowing people down, and looks like it will be a bad situation now. Burrow might be losing their first tier 3 tower. We'll see if Leviathan are going to be able to continue the pressure and keep it going. Sand King gonna go ahead and wait around the corner, waiting for his moment. Fortify coming through. 7 seconds. Sand King gonna go ahead and start channeling that epicenter, and they can get ready for a fight. It will be a big fight. Looks like no, he decides against it. And Barrow's actually stuck in the trees. Sand King waiting for a better moment. If he can get these guys somewhere in this general area, then he'll have a good fight. And actually, he's getting caught by shrapnel, so he can't really get out. He's gonna be forced to stand on. It looks like, oh man, Rubik, you belong to a bad spot. Oh man, Rubik, Centaur, sorry. Centaur gonna be forced to back away. Now we got sniper ulti. I hear it. I didn't see it though. The only thing that was traded was just some damage on top of the tower, which is actually a lot of damage. Speaking of a lot of damage, mid tower is about to be going down right now. Boreal might be able to cash in some of that free investment gold that they had from the earlier stages of the game. Also, I didn't realize they killed 2 towers down bottom. Wow. Okay, when did that happen? Man, all that talk I was talking about all the towers they are down by. Actually, no, I remember that happening. Yeah, I remember that happening. Alright, but they got themselves a free tower. Anyway, Sand King gonna go come into the middle of the fight. He's gonna go do a little bit of damage, but he's gonna lose his life in the middle of all of it, getting chain stunned to death. Looks like all the damage coming through. Everybody's pretty much dying on Leviathan. Slug's coming into the middle of the fight. The Barrett throws out the lasso. He officially helps him kill the Lina, so Lina is going to be going down. Now Sand King, Burrow Strike coming out from Rubik, they're going to go forward. Barrett a little bit too far forward. He's going to be losing his life here in a few seconds. Look, Centaur going to lose his life here as well. Slark trying to give himself as many stats as possible. Going to go ahead and blink forward here in a few seconds. Queen Pain trying to get Shell Strike, and Sally, she misses. A sniper just disjointing her vision so hard right now. And now speaking of disjointing vision, we got Zeus and crew are going to all be getting themselves some kills. And Zeus like, no disjointing in this place. We got vision because I'm God. They kill both the Chen and they also kill the sniper, so really well played. And now they can go ahead and claim himself a free tier 3 tower, or tier 1 tower, because Slark has the damage necessary. He has the Scotty, he has the survivability, he can just heal up if it does get too bad. It has this thing called allies. Those help. Those help out a lot.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Gallant Radiant have fortified their
And we see the gold conversion happening, guys. These guys are turning towers into gold right now, which is actually a very scary thing, because Leviathan can't do anything about it. Yeah, they can buy back, but it's only a tier 1. The only thing they can really do is just... Actually, the most advantageous thing for them to do is just use the fortifiers as they get lost, because they can't do anything about it. Okay, well now they can because people come back alive. We got a TP coming in, or walk coming in from Lina. And oh, Slark gonna go ahead and go forward. He's Tornado coming out from top of Lina. Slark ulti is gonna be using immediately. Handed guy coming out from Chen. Lina gonna continue to go for the run. They're gonna continue for the fight as well. Lina looking for a target, not gonna be able to find anybody. Her ulti doesn't do that much damage anymore. Slark has enough HP to survive it. Looks like Slark disjoints the sniper ulti, and Lina gonna go ahead and come forward looking for a stun. Sally, she misses as well. Queen of Pain's still invisible too. She has her ulti if she pops her magic wand, so she can actually maybe possibly kill Lina or Sniper. Oh, she kills Sniper. It will be big. It's gonna be huge. Looks like BKB is gonna come through. Unfortunately, she's not gonna be able to get it. Yes, she just barely catches the tail end of Sniper. Sniper gets forced up to the high ground very awkwardly, and it looks like damage is going to come through. Sniper gets sent back home by Chin, so really well played on that part. Meanwhile, we got somebody getting pulled to the high ground. It's going to be Lina getting pulled to the high ground into the pit of the fire and the teeth of the people, of the things and stuff. She gets dead, or she gets killed. Because getting dead is harder than getting killed, guys. Barrett survives just barely. Lina ulti almost enough to kill the Barrett, but unfortunately he was BKB'd up. So the rest of her magic damage didn't fall through. It was just that pure damage, that pierced magic immunity that fell through.
Radiant's middle tower is under
and the control, just like that, is going right back to Boreal. They are officially the richest people on the planet. If we take a look at their whole entire goal graph, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a huge, deep dive towards Boreal. And like I said, guys, I told you I know how to read graphs because I went to school, #education. But we see ourselves, the graph peeking down really hard towards Boreal. Like I said, when you read the graph, basically the thinner the curve is, or the flatter the line is, the closer to not peaking or going up or down the line is. So I don't know, there's a word here. The slope of the line, there it is. See, CulBlu recalling, pulling up my algebra stuff, algebra calculus stuff. But yeah, the slope of the line, the steeper the slope, the faster the change was. The not so steeper the slope, then the slower the change was. So as you see, Leviathan slowly got a nice little lead in the beginning. That's when they got the towers. You know, it took them time to get that one tower, then took them time to get another tower, and then they kind of got shaky, and they got another tower. Before we talk about all that, we got a fight happening in the middle, guys. That's not bad. What am I talking about? We got somebody dying. Slark's gonna pop the ulti and gonna TP out. Nobody has a stun. Oh no, they found the stun. Ah, they don't have a stun. There is no stun available. Sadly, Lena did not have the mindset to drop the lightning strike array. She didn't know that Slark was TPing out. It's very unfortunate. Very, very, very unfortunate. Anyway, keeping it on the side, yeah, so the gold graph changed really fast for Boreal. Basically, they won that one team fight. They've killed a whole bunch of people. They killed a tower, killed a tower, killed a tower, and pretty much made the towers basically even. There's a one tower advantage right now in favor of Boreal, or in favor of Leviathan, and that's basically free gold sitting for them. And as you guys can see, Boreal have exploded with gold. The gold just exploded all over their hands. No, I did not mean that in sexual innuendo way, but if you guys do take it that way, it's totally your prerogative. Moving on, Aghanosceptor up on Zeus, Aghanosceptor up on Queen of Pain, and BKB, BKB, BKB on both, or all three of Batrider, Queen of Pain, and Slark. So really big items. Zeus does not have a blink there, so I'm a little bit sad. But it's like, oh, Zeus gonna drop the ulti, they're gonna go for a kill on top of whoever this is. This is gonna be a wild sniper taking a bunch of damage. He pops a BKB, doesn't really save him from much. Unless Barrett comes in, he's gonna get tornadoed up by the Lena. Doesn't really matter. Queen of Pain does give himself a kill on top of Rubik at the end of the day. Nice little force that for the Centaur. And the Centaur gonna be the last person surviving, and by surviving I mean dying. And he's officially dead. Meanwhile, Chin walks in with this nice little ancient goal. Just gonna be a swag like. Look at him, just giving everybody more HP. That's what he does. 15%. Or more could save you something on car insurance? I forgot how it went. Anyway, we see ourselves a death recap showing us everything that we need to see. Basically stuns and panic and blood was spilt and somebody peed on themselves and then threw a grenade. And at the end of the day, 2 people died. So, really well played. And the gold change is showing you guys a nice little picture right as well. 1k gold going the way of Boreal. Basically, they got a tower's worth of gold out of that one team fight. And there's still a tower advantage in the favor of Leviathan. So this gold graph is getting out of hand right now for Boreal. Basically hit that critical mass point for these guys over here. And then it just went straight down from there. And oh, by the way, I just realized that my cursor is visible. I'm actually a little bit sad about that. I actually don't like my cursor being visible. Let me go and turn that off. Sorry, guys. If anybody's watching my live stream, you know what I'm talking about. If anybody's watching doing TV, don't worry about it. Just ignore me. Yeah, having my cursor visible annoys me because it's like I'm always looking at where the person's pointing and not the game. It's me personally as a caster, or as a viewer, a watcher of Dota. Speaking of watcher of Dota, we got Chen. He has the Aghanosceptor. We saw it before, but he's gonna go and pick himself up an Ancient Thunderhide and help his right click out, because that's what he does. With this Ancient Thunderhide. Look at that Thunderhide. Attack speed increased by 75%. That affects other things, right? Oh, that only affects the Thunderhide. Oh, I thought it affected everybody in AoE. That makes it sad. It's just Slam that's really annoying. Okay. So wait, Chen has 2 ancient creeps. Batrider's gonna go use his Firefly. These guys are magic immune, so ha 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 noob. So Batrider's, he can still kill him though. Need to be careful. That's a lot of gold. That might be going this way. Meanwhile, Handy Guy gets used and Chin's creeps get pulled right back onto him. Speaking of getting pulled right back onto him, we got Roshan getting pulled right back into the pit of death. Getting hit with the Scotty, and also there's a Shiva's God on Queen of Pain. Such slow attack speed, such annoyance, much wow. Roshan basically attacking at you know what, 1 right click per sec. What's his BAT right now? Oh, nice BAT. What's his attack speed is like what, one attack every 3 seconds, which is horrible. So yeah, that actually got really bad. Roshan goes down without pretty much of a fight. Slark gets the Aegis. I thought that was Cheese. Was Cheese involved? Cheese was involved. That was the 3rd Roshan, as the announcer guy says. That was the 3rd Roshan, so as you guys can see, Cheese and Aegis going towards the side of Boreal, and they're just taking all the objectives now. They're just invested in the later parts of the game, which is actually surprising, because I thought the later part of the game would have maybe went in favor of Leviathan. But then again, there is still a Slark, there is also a Batrider who's always a threat, and Queen of Pain... it's not so much about Queen of Pain, it's about Sand King. Sand King's Burrow Strike is actually a really big deal. Queen of Pain's there for the pure damage and helping him out. Does her ulti pierce magic immunity? What? Her ulti pierces magic immunity as well? Anyway, Chen gonna go and pull all his creeps because he does not want to lose them. That's a lot of gold, and it took him a long time to get those. He actually lost one of them, unfortunately.
Radiant's middle tower may need a hand. Radiant's middle
Sniper
tower
ult coming
is
through,
under attack.
doing a little bit of damage. 4-step forward on top of Sand King's illusion. Just trying to be like next level with the mind games.
Radiant's middle tower may need a hand. Radiant's middle tower was smashed into pieces.
And we see Slark finally picks up that Basher. They're gonna get ready for a nice big fight. Can Boreal break the base? The answer's probably yeah. Anyway, Slark, Ruby picks up a nice little Dark Pack, which is actually not that bad for him. He does have 3 points inside of Null Field, so that's gonna give him some nice little magic resist. He probably would prefer Pounce. Pounce probably significantly more preferred. He can basically pounce in and do a whole bunch of things. As far as causing issues for all the scrubs in the game. Not saying anybody's a scrub, but you know, just implying a little bit. And Chin doing a good job of split pushing with his creeps. Nice little thing you can do. Because he has a creeps, he can basically do that uncontested. Just send his creeps out, go push, and then when they run low on HP or run out of mana, he just brings them back to base, heals them up, and sends them back out again. It's gotta be really annoying. Basically, these guys are anti-mage. This is what anti-mage looks like if he were 3 creeps. He would be an ancient Thunderhide, he would be an ancient giant granite golem, and he'd also be a Hellbear Smasher. Specifically the Hellbear Smasher. It looks just like him. Look at him. Look at him. Like I see all of anti-mage like all up in that right there. That is basically anti-mage incarnate. All right, let me stop before I offend people. But yeah. Really nice thing you can do is Chin, just basically keep your lanes pushed out. They do not have the advantage anymore inside Leviathan. They actually lost that a long time ago. It really boils down to, can Sniper actually stay alive long enough to kill people? And the answer is probably not. Anyway, top tower is getting walloped, as the guy says. And they're going to be forced to come back to defend. Barrow looking for a blink. 4 staff looks like, oh no, not going to be able to find the blinks 4 staff on top of anybody. Lena did not want the staff. I guess it sounds weird. She did not want the staff. The forceful staff.
Middle tower is not safe.
Stark not enjoying his time here. Sniper going to try to force him back, and Sniper needs some bigger items. I do think at this point Sniper does need some bigger items. Butterfly would be nice for him to have. I also think MKB would be beautiful for him to have, so you can just basically have pretty much a high chance of just doing wrecking all kinds of havoc on top of your head whenever he right clicks you. Of course, those things do cost this thing called money, and it's very hard to get that sometimes, especially when your team is pretty much crunched up in their base and can't really do much. The Rubik Observer get in place, and Zeus scouts it out, and they immediately kill it. Actually, no, okay. Zeus ain't even scouted out. This is a nice little geometry sight up on top of Bat Rider. Meanwhile, Chin's creeps are going to continue the push, as they do. And I think in this lineup, if he had like the Satar Hellstealer or whatever it's called, the one that gives you the regen, it would have been really nice, because they can keep the whole entire creep wave sustained and keep everybody pushing.
Radiant's middle tower may need a hand.
It's really well played. We got Slark doing some nice little damage to the middle tower, and now we got Lena coming in. The ulti does come through. They kill the Zeus immediately. Now the last on top of Lena. She's not really all that valuable because she's already done her due diligence. Meanwhile, due diligence, we got Chin ulti coming through, keeping everybody healed up. Chin creeps are going to get pulled back here in a second, I think. Or no, it looks like they're not going to get pulled back. He's going to leave them, continue the push, and he does officially go down. Meanwhile, we got Chin blind back immediately. He can't pull his creeps back if he wants to. I really don't know where his creeps are going, but it's just like running in circles. They're like all up in the base. You can see the main map. Anyway, we're going to continue with the team fight that's happening in front of us. He's Slark actually taking quite a bit of damage. BKB going to be wearing out here in a few seconds. He's slowed down quite a bit because Scotty OP. Does anyone have Scotty? I don't think he might have Scotty. Was that just headshots? Man, headshots sucks. Anyway, Slark going to be the one going down. Meanwhile, Sand King doing a nice little bit of damage. He's going to be forced to go back. And it looks like Burstock was picked up, unfortunately. And now we got Sand King going to be going down. Leviathan going to be able to hold. And they also claim himself a nice little top racks. Beautiful play coming up from Chin. He actually sent his creeps up top. I saw him on the minimap. They're like running in this direction, and I started talking about him. I decided not to because I didn't want to switch over there. But just ran up here, killed a free tower, casual kill on tower, and then just ran back, TP back to base. Split push Dodo, guys. So Thunderhide gonna go ahead and go back to base and heal up. Meanwhile, the push does come mid, and Leviathan are going for blood. The gold graph is showing us that they still have not that much of advantage. Still 20k advantage in favor of Boreal. A lot of gold going their way. XP is going in their favor as well. Levels are probably showing us a different story, though. Oops, sorry, wrong button. Yeah, levels are probably showing us a different story. Levels. I can never find it. There you go. Levels are showing us that basically Boreal do have the better levels. 23 on Slark and 20 on the Queen of Pain. But pretty much everybody except for Rubik has level 3 of their ulti. So it's actually a really good situation to be in. Pretty much all the big ultis are online as of soon, because Sand King's Epicenter is on 19-second cooldown. And also, once Slark comes out, we'll have all the big ultis available, so it just all comes down to who can get the better team fight, who can get the better positioning, and who can actually not die. Speaking of not dying, we got pretty much all ancients coming out from Chen. Chen might be losing himself a Hellbear Smasher. Nope, unfortunately it runs away. And he'll be able to heal up. Queen of Pain's little scream is coming through. Let's see if I can follow it. Did I hit him already? Oh, it's happening! Oh no, I'm gonna miss it! Ah! Okay, that's it. That's it, guys. It's persistent. I don't think you can disjoint Queen of Pain's scream. Because, you know, it's so loud that you just remembered. It's echoing. That's what it's doing. Anyway. Moving on into the game, though. Sheepstick picked up by Queen of Pain, so a really nice big item coming from Boreal. They got some big items, man. They have the Sheepstick on Queen of Pain. They also have the A-Blade finished up on top of Slark. What? Who does that? We got a Blink Dagger up on Sand King, or Blink Dagger 4-staff, and also a Tornado Stick now on Sand King. And outside of that, Zeus still no Blink Dagger? Zeus, you drifting me, bro. Come on, get the Blink Dagger. So we have Team Blink. But yeah, Zeus no Blink Dagger, unfortunately, so it's not that big of a deal. He's trying to go for his bigger items or more important items. I think Refresher would be more important than a Blink Dagger at this point. If he can just get the double ulti, he can probably help kill the Rubik just by his ulti alone. Rubik does have null fill, so I guess it doesn't matter. Just as long as they're playing as 5, they're all good. Speaking of being all good and playing as 5, they're going to go ahead and smoke up and run towards that Roche pit, see who's available. Knock, knock, Roshan, are you home? Roshan, are you home? He's going to say no. Meanwhile, speaking of saying no, we got Slark actually getting revealed. Oh my gosh, Slark getting picked off in the worst way possible. Oh, they miss all their stuns. It looks like they get one stun. Here comes Central ulti, here comes the damage on top of Slark. Slark taking so much damage. Zeus ulti actually doing quite a bit of damage as well. Holy crap, Chin ulti going to be able to heal everybody up. And that was a lot of damage. Holy crap. In such a short period of time, that was a lot of damage. But sadly, the Chin ulti was there, and nobody really came to help defend for the team. And Slark, the only casualty in the whole entire fight. And now Boreal on the back foot. This has been a very back and forth game. This has been a very back and forth game. I think Chin's creeps are like the MVPs of this game right now. 2 granite golems. Oh, do they oh, they give each other the buff? No, they don't give each other the buff. So I say that'd be pretty sick if they give you like double buffs. That'd be like super broken. I think they only give you 15%. Anyway, so Sand King is going to get caught out. He's going to take a bunch of damage. He dies. So what's new? Slark also, yeah, Slark's still dead. It looks like the Granite Golems are going to go ahead and come forward with their low BAT. They're going to try to do something with it. Slark buys back. Glimmer ulti comes through. She blinks forward. Shiva's Guard gets used as well. TP is going to come out from Chin. Chin's going to be able to make it alive in time. Looks like the answer is yes. He is going to be able to make it alive. He's going to go ahead and pull his creeps back. Meanwhile, we got an A-Blade getting used on top of whoever that was. And Rubik going to be the one to go down. Slark bought back for that. So Slark does give himself a kill. And now Boreal, KVH, and crew are going to go ahead and push mid. Or maybe just go, you know, farm ancients. I don't really know. Don't really know where they're going. Everything is really uncertain right now. Both teams are pretty much on a razor's thin edge. Like, if they make that one bad move, then the game's pretty much over for either team. So Leviathan are keeping themselves really well poised and fought into this game. Even though they had a really nice advantage and they lost it pretty hard, and Boreal had a really nice comeback to where they just basically got all the map control back to themselves. We're basically back at the base state, where it's pretty much like we're in laning stage again. Both teams are not as powerful as they want to be, but they will be powerful together. And if they can catch that one person off, they can basically get that big advantage and help their team snowball to the victory. So it's actually really interesting to see how the game developed like that. I mean, still 15k gold advantage in favor of Boreal. And I think that's really all that's coming from the Roshans. I think they've gotten 1 Roche? No, 2 Roches. I think they've gotten 2 Roches. I was gonna say as well, it's probably because they got more kills too, but the kill counter is sitting at 1720. The gold they got from kills wasn't that much. I mean, they got this cluster of kills. I guess you can see it's just 317 gold going their way. Did they get a big chunk of gold at any point? 335. Wow, they got a killing spree. Oh, Lino's a higher level. Ah, I see. Lino was a higher level. So basically, Boreal were fighting from lower levels against higher levels. That means they got more gold. Ah, that makes sense. So that's where most of their advantage comes from. Just basically that catch-up phase. And we see the gold graphs pretty much being stagnant. It's starting to go back towards that 0 mark. a little bit slower, or sorry, a little bit faster than we thought. Once Roshan comes back up, which he is now, I think we're probably going to see ourselves a big fight. Pretty much the team who wins this fight, I think, will win the game, unless buybacks are online. But I think buybacks on the side of Boreal might be shot. We got Slark, buybacks already used. Lena, buyback is going to be coming up here. Oh, she's on Radiant, sorry, wrong side. Zeus's buyback will be up here now. Cool. Okay, so yeah, just Slark's buyback. And Queen Pain, she needs to go for the buyback, so she probably is going to save up for that. She doesn't really need more items right now. Maybe boost to travel. Really about it. But it's going to be a third Roche again. And now Roshan going to get beaten to the face, as he normally does. As he does. As he does. Is that 4.6% slower? What? That's weird. Oh, 40.8. Okay, so I could have someone said 4.6. Not crazy, guys. Anyway, Age is going towards Slark. Cheese going towards the Queen of Pain, of course. And now the pigs do come through. They want to go for the kill on top of the top lane. They're going to go for it. Centaur Warrior and crew going to go ahead and roam up top. Chin getting all his creeps to him. Double Ancient Granite Golem. I think it's really redundant, but hey, why? What's better than having one Ancient Granite Golem? That's right, guys. Have it two. Yeah. What really sucks about it is like you do all that work to try to kill him and then they just TP away. Persuade creeps to do your bidding. Or persuades creeps to do your bidding. Cool. I didn't realize there was a special icon for that on the creeps. And we're at the Armistice, guys. Let's see. If I were Boreal, what would I do to win the game? Well, we have on my side, if it's Boreal, I'm assuming I'm Boreal. We have pretty much everything we need to break the base. We have the Aegis, the Cheese. All we really need to do is maybe get one really good pick-off. I think we need to smoke gank and possibly get a pick-off on top of somebody who's farmed by himself. If we can kill the sniper, and maybe even... I think Sniper's the only one who's giving him issues. Like, there's BKBs to deal with the Centaur, Rubik, and Chen collectively. So if we can kill a sniper, we can just basically get rid of nullify all their physical damage. And I think we can win this one. So if I were on Boreal's team, I would be thinking that. Now, if I was on Leviathan's team, I would be like, we basically just need a turtle until they die. Not necessarily saying that, but I think as far as breaking bases, Leviathan can do the slow push. They have the ancient creeps of Chin that are basically pushing things through, and Chin actually uses, I think he just uses ults just to help the creep stay alive. So that's another thing. And also, oh man, Centaur has a sheep stick. You know the game went a long time when Centaur Warrior builds himself a sheep stick. That's like some extra mana, like he needs that. He can officially use his stun whenever he wants. And Butch Travel finished up on top of Barrett, so we're getting into our late game items, our late game core items. See XP graph, and oh, let's look at fantasy points. Let's figure out who's winning. So far, Chin is winning. Wow. Why is Chin so high right now? Oh, healing. He's getting a lot of points for healing. Jeez. That's a lot of points. Anyway, alright, focus on things that are actually in the game. Yeah, so outside of all the things that I've been saying over and over, basically this fight's going to come down to can Sniper stay alive, and it's also going to come down to can Boreal actually push down towers fast enough. The answer is yes. Queen of Pain started to transition to the carry who can actually start using right click. I'm assuming she will build eventually an MKB or maybe even a rapier just because she can. But she can get herself an MKB, that'll be really nice. Booster Travel will be really nice as well. She has enough for buyback and the recipe for Booster Travel, but she has not enough for the full thing. Actually, no, she will. If she sells a power chest, she will. But I think Queen of Pain can start building stuff, something like a Deso, maybe even an MKB, to help herself do a little bit more. You want to see rotations coming through, the smoke gank coming through. Boreal have been listening to me. Zeus drops the ulti, no refresher available. They all back away, and Pipe of Insight gets used as well. They're expecting a double ult, I'm assuming. It looks like they were expecting a double ult, which is unfortunate. Pipe of Insight will be on cooldown. Meanwhile, Chin's creeps are going to be really annoying. They're going to continue to push. And there's a Dark Troll Summoner with them as well. It's just a lot of extra things for the thing to kill. It looks like Chin needs micro stuff. Yeah, there you go. So they really need to deal with these creeps. These creeps have been the annoyance of their existence. Like, they probably need... Chin is going to pull it back. Looks like Slush showing up, and Chin throws out the heal, and pulls the creeps back. There they go, they all go. Look at him go.
Invisibility.
And sends it back to base and do it all over again. This is like a slow, like the counter slow push. This is like really interesting to see. I'm just interested in watching this game because Chin keeps doing that, and that's like really working for his team. Speaking of working for his team, we got Invis Rune up on top of Queen of Pain. I don't know if she can solo Centaur, but she can try. Centaur is going to take a nice little bit of damage. She throws her sheep on top of Queen of Pain, and Queen of Pain is going to be forced back. Chin throw out the heal as well. And Quap can actually go for the chase. She's going to go and continue to go for the chase. Actually, no, Chin gets turned into a piggy. Now Queen of Pain, BKB gets forced out. Nice little pull coming from Chin, pulling all his creeps back into him. And it looks like, excuse me, looks like that'll be basically it. Sniper ult. Sniper ult, sniper ult, no sniper ult. Instead, Sniper's going to continue to run, go for the chase, and Queen of Pain still run away. Bat Rider, BKB was forced out, no lasso used, and he has a Jimmy so he really does not want to die. First, everybody's going to go and TP up top. They do not want Slark to use his little split push shenanigans, and this is a very weird game so far, guys. Chin throwing out the heal. Everybody gets healed up. They're going to continue to go for the push as well, looks like. Oh, they might be able to cut off somebody. Oh, they're going to get a pick off on top of Rubik, and Rubik's not going to be the one. You don't want Rubik to die. You want Rubik to be there, still some spells. He might be able to steal Queen of Pain ult and just push all the creeps back the opposite way. Of course, Chin is there. Chin can help out. But Rubik does, in fact, have buyback, so he can come back into this fight. But Rubik just basically got caught out in the whole entire one. That's unfortunate. And now Chin's creeps are going to go and do the same thing. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's disgusting. Who needs a turtle when you can just Granite Golem, Dinosaur, and Troll? Right. Moving along, back into the things that we were talking about. Let's see if anything's changed. Sniper, I think he said that Chris was for the longest. I have not seen that built into a data list yet. Probably saving it for buyback, or maybe, okay, never mind. CulBlu clearly doesn't play this game. He's gonna go ahead and give himself a data list. I think it's okay to go ahead and buy out. I mean, at this point, it's pretty much whoever wins the next team fight's gonna win. I think if Sniper does get picked off, it will suck a lot, but I don't know what much he can do when he does come back in. And it looks like Leviathan are going to just effectively wait out the whole entire Aegis. And Chin going to continuously use his creeps to continuously push, just keeping those lanes as imbalanced as possible. Really annoying thing for Boreal to deal with. Like they basically need boosted travel on everybody to deal with those golems or to deal with those units. And oh man, did I mention the test of faith? Not test of faith. Test of faith. So on holy persuasion. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, test of faith. Test of faith. I'm confused. Yeah, okay, I'm not crazy. Never mind. Alright, yeah. So, if I'm not mistaken, Test of Faith has a low cooldown. So, that's a 24-second cooldown. By the looks of it, which is low enough for Chin. I mean, by the time he heals, creeps up and sends back out, he can just do it again. So, that's a pretty much perma-push ability. And he's going to go and just split push whatever he wants. Looks like Sand King going to be the only one to come through. But sadly, everything is magic immune except for the Dark Troll Summoner, which he missed completely. And now, oh, they're coming through. They're going to go for it. Chin going to go and heal his creeps up. And going to go and pull him back now while he can. And he heals him as well. And oh my gosh, Centaur, oh man, team fight's happening right now. Okay, Queen of Pain actually getting slowed down. She's going to try to keep herself alive. Centaur's not going to be able to go for the chase. He can. No, he decides not to. Backs away instead. And the Armistice is officially starting to get broken. Slark's going to try to push mid as hard as he possibly can. Working on this to be a refresher. Wow. A refresher on Slark? What? What is going on in this game, guys? Holy crap. Slark's built a refresher, guys. This just in. Slark builds refresher. Turns out it's actually a legit strat. It's like refresher Skeleton King or Wraith King. So basically he'll be able to have himself double Shadow Dance. Like he can Shadow Dance for what, 4 seconds? And so he can Shadow Dance, pounce, and then drop Dark Pack for 4 seconds, and then he can just refresh and then do it all over again. Although, question, when you refresh, yeah, your BKB refreshes. Huh. So Slark can have 2 BKBs back to back. And also you can have 2 A-Blades back. Oh my gosh, Slark can have double everything. It's like 2 Slarks walk into a bar, the third one ducks. Get it, guys? Because you walk into a bar, you don't want to hit your face. Okay. Alright. But yeah, Slark's gonna have a lot of fun with this. I'm actually just intrigued to see how well it's gonna work out. Like, that's a refresher orb on Slark. Who builds a refresher on Slark? Like I should probably go look at the Dota buff and see how many times has Slark won with a refresher. It's actually quite ridiculous. Anywho. Anywho, Sand King's invisible right now. I don't think it really matters much. Is there detection inside the other side? Nope. Leviathan, no detection. Excuse me, no geometry sight, but they do have some observers. They're actually converging on top of the Roach Pit. Once again, it became a camp out farm game versus the Roach Pit, and they're trying to see if they can find somebody farming the Ancients, but sadly they find nobody. Slark Refresher's available. Doesn't have the mana for it. Refresher costs like 600 or 375. Alright, so so let's see. Slark basically wants to BKB, A-Blade. Yeah, Slark basically wants to BKB, which is free. He wants to A-Blade, or preferably A-Blade, BKB, and then Shadow Dance. And when he does that, that's a total of 150 plus 120. So that's like 270. So that's 270 mana plus 375 to refresh. That's assuming he has to use these builds, which is actually really cheap. Not that bad. But that's whole entire, what, 270 plus 375, so 5, 6, 645 mana. That's what it costs. It costs 645 mana for Slark to use the first wave, and he will have an. Oh no! Wait, hold on. Before we talk about that, we got somebody getting killed. Oh, this is gonna be the first mistake. Centaur does go down. A very important person. He has buyback though, so he's cool. All right, it's not that bad. Not the first mistake, but somebody died, guys. Yeah! Woo! Woo! Ah, yeah! All right, anyway. Oh, Zeus has a refresher too. Bad. I totally missed that one. I mean, Slark will have enough mana for that, and then he will be able. Or was that we called that 645 mana? So 645 mana, and he also needs another 150 and another 120. So he needs another 270. Yeah, he has that. Slark can use that twice. It's gonna be really cool to see though. I just can't wait to see how it works out for him. And they're gonna get Aegis too. Like Slark has no space. Slark has no slots unless he gets rid of his Blink Dagger. So that cheese needs to go to Zeus. Hey Zeus, bro, Zeus. Zeus, no cheese? No cheese? No cheese? No cheese, bro. I'm just really stoked to see Slark with this is a freaking refresher. Like this is not a standard thing, guys. It's like, okay, I don't know what to do with myself. Let me just go ahead and build myself a refresher, which makes sense because you know Razor does a refresher BKB ads every time, and it's a very legit thing. So I mean, refresher BKB in general probably a good thing. That's 18 seconds of magic immunity, which is gonna be really nice versus these guys because Lena can only do her stupid little ulti once, and she is working on what looks to be a Scotty, I'm assuming. So she got more stats and more damage. Oh, actually no, Sheepstick. Sheepstick would be much better. Okay, Sniper, he has enough for buyback. Everybody has enough for buyback with the exception of Batrider and Zeus. Zeus is too poor for it. But Zeus, don't worry, he has his refresher. All he needs to do is drop his ult twice. And with Queen Pain gonna take a nice little bit of damage. She can die. She does have Aegis. She actually probably doesn't want to waste it. Oh, she blocked short. And looks like she might lose her life in a few seconds. Oh, Lena, drops the ulti. Beautiful play coming from them. They do end the Aegis. I think the fight's about to begin, guys. Let me go back up for a second. Zeus gonna go drop out one ulti, and Chin drops the other ulti. It looks like Zeus gonna go and save up the last ulti. Now Sand King, nice little bro shot on top of whoever that was. Queen Pain ulti whiffed completely. No whiff punish coming up from them. I watched too much Street Fighter. And we're gonna go continue with the siege. Looks like the bottom Raxes are taking a little bit of damage, a very slight bit of damage, but they are forced back. Lena and crew are able to have enough damage to push these guys all the way back. And since our Warren ulti's coming through, they're gonna go and siege or surge them in. Oh, the Chin creeps are pushing on the top. Oh my gosh, they're gonna continue to get. They got a Rax for that. They basically lost the tower for Rax, and on top of that, they killed the Zeus on top of that. Oh my gosh, no. Not what you want to have happen. Not what you want to have happen. That's not necessarily a complete disaster, but like those Chin creeps, man, it's hard to remember that they're there. And I think Chin only lost one creep for the whole entire thing. That is like the definition of, if anybody wants to use the term of rat Dota, that's the definition of rat Dota. It's basically like using something that's like a rat shaped or rat-like, which like this ancient Thunderhide is clearly inspired after rats and not dinosaurs, as he sniffs the butt of the golem that's inspired by orangutans and not fat people. No offense to fat or oversized people. You guys are awesome. I love you too. CulBlu doesn't want to offend. CulBlu just merely wants to make a funny joke to make everybody laugh. There. Alright, but all that's said and done though, these things are really annoying because like they just continuously push. I mean, that's what they've been doing this whole entire time. That's the reason why Boreal have been having so many heartaches as far as trying to push lanes, because there's like, oh, the creeps are pushing. It's like, the British are coming. The creeps are pushing, and then they go ahead and, they go back to where the creeps are pushing, push the creep wave back, and by the time they do that, like, they have to rotate away, and then Chin just says, nope, I'm gonna send these guys back home. So, not 100% sure how I feel about that one, but this is a very good usage of Chin's creeps. And he's gonna use the ulti. He can pull his creeps back if he needs to. Looks like Tifa's gonna happen. Oh my gosh, these guys are gonna go for it. Since our Warren ulti gonna come through as well, Chin not calling his creeps back. He does call his creeps back, so they do make it out. And also somebody TP'd out. Slark TP's out. And a BKB comes out from Slark. Oh no. BKB comes out from Slark. Zeus ulti catches the Lina in the trees. Pretty sure they don't know where she's at, but they're gonna look for her. And Shibby trying to keep himself alive. They're hunting for her though. Just gonna go ahead and blink in the trees right now. Shek still might get caught out because when she does come out, she might get picked up by Slark. By the way, Slark does still have his refresher. BKB was used once, or actually, wow, 4 times since he had it. Refresher has not yet been used. It has had no advantageous usage to it. Double Observer War strat coming out from the Dire, so good job. Well played. GG. Easy game. And that's basically it. Does Slark still have Aegis? No. Wait, who had Aegis? I thought Quinnipian had Aegis. I don't know who had Aegis. Anyway, Lina gonna go be annoying, kill some creeps, and TP's back home. And she is built a refresher, so more refreshers. She can basically 1 or 2 shot. Who can she 2 shot? She can 2 shot Sand King. She can not 2 shot Slark. She can not 2 shot Queen Pain. She can almost kind of sort of 2 shot Zeus. And she can almost kind of, well, she can't. She can't 2 shot Batrider. He has a little bit too much HP. Yeah, 950 plus 950 is only at 1900. So. Yeah, she can't really do it, but she can try, damn it! Excuse my language, sorry. Just got Boreal for a second. Get it guys, Boreal? Boreal? Okay. Alright, moving on to the game. Right, because CulBlu keeps doing that. 5 minutes before Roshan responds again, they're going to go for another little wraparound gank. They're going to go for something. Let's see how they go. We got the BKB coming up, BKB up on the Queen of Pain is down to a 5-second charge. BKB status on Slark is of course down to a 7-second charge. Not that bad. Actually, that was a little bit lower than that. Barrett, I think his is definitely down to a 5-second, and I think that's all the BKBs on the side of Boreal, unless Zeus decided to get one, which is interesting. No. Barrett just dropping a nice little layer of poop and fire. Pretty sure the guys on Leviathan see it, or see the creeps dying at least. And there we go. Right. So the standoff is happening again. Everybody has buyback except for Lina. Not sure if that's a big deal, but I mean, Lina does have a refresher. If she can get double ulti off, I think it's not that big of a deal because she's done all she can really do. Is get 2 ultis off, maybe possibly pick off somebody. Speaking of double ultis, Zeus double ulti is available. He has an Axe ulti that's going to give him a lot of damage. All he's missing really now is the Veil of Discord, which will really help out. Meanwhile, Chin's creeps are pushing down bottom, guys. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Go creeps! Oh, they ping it! They ping it! Somebody's pinging it. They got to respond to it. Like, they got to respond to it. It sucks, but they have to. And this is forcing them to not be able to push in. I mean, because every single time they try to, it's like, ugh. And then now, since our Warner drops his ulti, just make sure creeps can get out, and Chin, he can pull his creeps back whenever he wants. Looks like they're trying to cut him off. There we go, Chin can pull him back, and they go back home. Like, it's getting to the point where they need a diffusal blade. They almost needed a diffusal blade to kill their, the creeps, because a diffusal blade will allow them to purge off of Chin's stupid thing, which will allow them to actually kill the creeps. And look how much HP they have. They basically have a hero's worth of HP. That's ridiculous. Crazy. Chin's having so much fun with those creeps. Let's see, 19. Wow, he went from 16 to 19. Is that 15%? Are they stacking? Oh my gosh, I don't know if these ancient golems are stacking. Because if they are, that's really powerful. These like 3 of them and just stack all day. Let's consider this. Chin went from 1600 to 1800. So if we do the math on that, because we have time. I mean, these guys aren't going to kill each other anytime soon. It's going to be a nice little armistice state. If we do 18... Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. 1931. Divided by... What was it, 16... Oh, thank you, Jen. 1680. Man, this timing is perfect. We will see a... it's still 15%. Alright, so it's only 15%. Anyway, we got a fight happening down bottom. Something's going on. We got Barrett again in the last one's episode. It doesn't really matter who it was because Rubik is dead. Now, is just going to go and drop the refresher, get himself a kill. And oh my gosh, this is going to be whoever this was. Very important. That's a Central Warner dying. Sorry, buyback's available on everybody right now. So basically, everybody's going to die twice. Looks like Chin and crew. Not able to do much. Central Warren is still dead though. He might be able to buy back here shortly, and Queen of Pain actually going to continue the chase and cut these guys off. They are going to push a darn lane, damn it. That's what they say. And now the Observer from the Radiant is going to die here in a few seconds. Buyback coming up from Central Warren, or coming from Rubik. He wants to be back into the fight. Buyback coming from Central Warren forces the whole entire Boreal squad back. They can't really do anything. I mean, oh man, a Rapier got picked up a Sniper. Oh my gosh, guys, Sniper's like, yo, F all this. I'm going to kill everybody with my right clicks. But Sniper has officially a Rapier, so he's ready to go for it, guys. Sniper got this.
Haste.
Now, granted, I'm actually very curious to see how Sniper, somebody who uses a gun, actually uses a Rapier. Like, does he attach the Rapier to his bullets and shoot the bullets with the Rapier, or does the Rapier empower his gun? I don't know. It's really confusing. I'm actually quite confused. Anyway, they're waiting around the Roach Pit. Roshan will be up here in about a minute and a half. Looks like we're going to see a fight happen here in a moment. The Dark Troll Summoner is going to come forward. They're going to see the Lina. They're going to blink on top of Slark. Oh, Slark, he drops himself a nice little Dark Pack. And now Barrett pulls himself a Lina all by her lonesome into the middle of everything. We got a nice little crap ton of fighting happening. Sniper just doing so much damage. He gets A-bladed. Oh my god, Slark is going to go for the kill. The double A-blade comes through. He throws out the refresher. And there goes the death on top of Slark. And there goes the death on top of Sniper. Nobody can pick it up because nobody has an empty slide. Looks like damage coming on top of whoever that was. Oh my god, so much damage. Sand King gives himself a nice little kill. The double kill going towards the Slark and the Blink Dagger getting dropped. Slark picked up the Rapier, dropped the Blink Dagger. He can probably sell his refresher at this point. I think he's done more than his job. That double refresher, or so that double A-blade was like ridiculous. And he now officially has all the damage. He has all the power. They can officially break the base on side of Boreal. And I think Leviathan have officially lost anything that they had as far as a chance to actually win this now. It was very unfortunate, but it's very true. It looks like Bat Rider, he had no slots. Looks like Slark's Blink Dagger got killed by the Ancients. Unfortunately. And now they're going to go for it. It's going to go for some damage. Buybacks are available on top of nobody, really. Everybody bought back who could buy back. Lena's the only one who could buy back, but she can't really do anything because she's still alive. And so many hits come on top of that thing. Man, the Rapier was a decent idea for them to help break the base, but Sniper, he just got cut off. The refresher coming from Slark was genius and was able to give him a double BKB, double A-blade, and he used both of them to his advantage. That's going to be all the racks. Is finally going down. Boreal, a very long, hard, well-fought fight. Chin's creeps are still doing their due diligence as far as trying to push middle lanes, but they're losing a lot of HP, and Chin's dead, so he has to walk them back like normal people do. And the Mega Creeps are officially available inside of Boreal. That one-choice team fight. That's all it took, that one-choice team fight. Like I said, it pretty much comes down to that one moment. It's like, as soon as somebody wins that one team fight, the game's over. But the build-up was worth it. I do agree. I do agree, Internet. Nobody said that, but I agree. But if you were thinking it, I do agree. So good job thinking it, because I totally agree. CulBlu approves. Okay. And Mega Creeps are going towards the base of Leviathan, so now Boreal really don't have anything to worry about. Like, this is basically their game to lose now. It's officially their game to lose. Rapier picked up by Slark. He probably wants to get himself the thing, but he, Jesus, how much gold is that? Holy crap! He has, good lord, what are you gonna do with all that gold, bro? Slark can buy like 5 refreshers right now, or 3. Okay, 3 refreshers. But Jesus, that's a lot. That offends me to see that much gold in Slark's pocket. Like, he can start buying all the, he can just buy all the words, just like spend it all in like Sentry Wards, and then put all the Sentry Wards in the base. I feel like that's all you should do with it. That's actually ridiculous. Slark is officially 6 slotted in a very, very unorthodox way. He has a refresher, which is a little bit different. 30 seconds up on top of that, so he will be able to drop that here in 30 seconds time. Chin and crew are available. Chin, unfortunately, has 2 granite golems, and they are both about to die. Scotty is coming off of Queen of Pain. All Chin can really do is pull out the things, pull out the creeps back into his base. But they're gonna die here eventually. And he actually decides to heal him up. And here comes the final push, guys. The moment you all been waiting for. Let's see who dies first. Here comes a nice little ghost or sheepstick getting used on top of KVH and on top of Slark. Slark might die. Yes, Slark does die. Divine Rapier getting dropped. They're pinging it really hard. Somebody picks it up. That's gonna be a sniper picking it all the way up. It looks like he's gonna die in the process of doing that. He is officially down. The Divine Rapier is just going down. So scramble for that thing, and they're gonna continue the fight. Sand King gonna be able to get some nice little episode on top of whoever the heck that was. Doesn't really matter because they're officially dead. Their bodies are no longer existing. Buybacks immediately coming out from Leviathan. They're gonna continue the fight. A lot of damage coming towards Sand King. Sand King gonna be going down. Looks like he will be coming back alive because he did take the Aegis. Now the ability gets stolen by Rubik. I don't know what it was. Doesn't really matter. Sark's just doing some kind of damage. He has a Rapier back in his possession. He's ready to go for a fight. Drops his ulti. Refresher not available. He did use it. Now he's going to go for a double ulti. And now he's taking quite a bit of damage. He's going to heal up not much, but he's going to be able to leap out just in time. Good game. Well played coming for these guys. Impressive showing coming out from both teams. Really strong play coming out from them as well. And the Ancient explodes. Holy crap. That escalated not that quickly, but like when it did escalate, it's like bam, slap in the face action. Woo. Right. Need some electrolytes after that one. Alright, so anyway, so that's gonna be it for this game, guys. My name is CulBlu. I was watching, guys. This is the third game, and as far as I understand, the last game in this series. It looks like Boreal Esports will be the ultimate victor in this whole entire series. So well played. Well played to them. Also, really good defense coming from Leviathan. Chin with his ancient creeps just basically show you guys how to turtle. Turtle was just one person. That was like a really impressive showing as well. But really well played for everybody as well. And that's it. So my name is CulBlu. If you guys want to check me out on my channels, I have my live stream, which is twitch.tv/CulBlu. That's CulBlu. I will live stream if I ever do cast. I usually try to live stream as much as I can, although I don't live stream often enough anymore. But I do cast from time to time, so I will definitely live stream when I cast. Anyway, I also have my YouTube page, which is youtube.com/CulBluDota. That's CulBluDota. And last but not least, of course, I have my vlogs channel, which is where I do a lot of my stuff nowadays, which is youtube.com/CulBluVlogs. So you guys can check that out. You don't have to, please don't. And also Twitter. Follow me on Twitter if you want. That's @CulBluDota. So that's really it. My name's CulBlu. Hope you guys enjoyed this game. I gotta go stretch and then go to bed because that was a very intense game. Only an hour 13 minutes long. I'm a little bit disappointed. So hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, I'll see you guys whenever.